Alrighty, another game. We are playing Omnath versus Thada Adele, the not so awesome against mono green commander. The thing you dread whenever you play a good deck. When you play a bad deck like Omnath, Thada's a little less intimidating. It's a cool game though. My opponent goes first, starting with Ancestral Vision. So we're missing just a second forest here to really make this. It's actually a fairly old game. I replaced the Wayfarer's Bauble quite a while ago. I guess this was like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. There's a high temptation to play the Tree Speaker there, but of course I'd rather have guaranteed 2 mana on next turn versus potentially 4. Do not draw land. Ugh. But at least I got stuff to do next turn. He's going to play his annoying commander. So normally mono green just laughs at this guy. Unfortunately, not right now. I really need to draw land to throw down Simulacrum in its path. Do not get it. I got this crappy thing, which would be Nature's Lore now. So if I had Nature's Lore, yeah, it would pretty much suck in either case. I guess I cast Nature's Lore and just say done. Yep, this is the play though. Oddly enough, level up Tree Speaker and say go. It's all about combat math versus Thada. He doesn't attack me and he doesn't have a land, which is really nice. But of course I'm up against triple blue now. Lots of potential counter spells. I have to just play so tentatively now because of how dangerous this creature is. Getting my Soul Ring and stuff, especially because he's low on mana also. That's the thing about Thada, you kind of just can't let it hit you. I like how he spell pierces my Bauble, which I think is so greedy. Like, okay, I'll pay. And he responds by drawing a card. What a terrible card that is. It's ancestral, like 1 in 100 games. Like, how do you find a room for something like this in your deck, given all the other cantrip effects that actually do something? See, I figure, hell, if he's not going to attack last turn, he won't attack this turn. I'm still obviously not feeling good about this at all. Not with Ancestral Vision coming off suspend right now. I'm envisioning nightmare scenarios of him doing something like casting, I don't know, Venser or Sower of Temptation or something and stealing my Tree Speaker and then attacking with Thada and getting Mana Crypt and doing horrible things to me. Up to 10 cards in hand. And he just casts this thing. Sudakar Spellblade. Very awesome creature, actually, I think in some decks. It doesn't have any evasion, though. So, I don't know about it in pure mono blue. If you're going to run a guy, I think using the Selkie is way better. Anyway, that allows me to did not attack again. And if I were him, I would have attacked there for sure. Given that I'm fairly crippled on mana still, if he kills off the Tree Speaker, he can just replay Thada next turn. It's just letting me fortify, and he's down to just 1 blue mana. And I drew Garrick. Awesome Hunter. I immediately make a beast without hesitation. Now I've got something to camp behind. Isochron Scepter with... I'm thinking, please don't be like Bounce Spell. Bounce Spell would be so horrible. Remand. I can roll with that. So I got to figure out what order to play spells where I can get around him remanding. So I play the Diamond, and obviously my follow-up to that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, which would be to Stomp Howler, the Isochron Scepter. I'm really hoping he would remand the Diamond, but he does not. That's the thing with Isochron Scepter, is that unless you're using it on the first thing that's cast per turn, it can sometimes just do nothing. Especially if it's a totally reactive spell, like a counter. It's awesome, mind you. I think it's an excellent card in the right deck, but at the same time, it doesn't always dominate the way that people think. I've had a lot of people just scoop to a counterspell in this, and if you're careful, you can actually play around it. I got another beast, so I'm feeling pretty strong and fortified at this point. Still just playing more mana. He plays Gauntlet of Power. Gauntlet of Greediness. I don't know what the rest of his hand is, but we got that covered. So my hope here is that he's going to... I just have to cast a bait spell. Yeah, he can't really let Omnath get out there, not with Garrick at 5 counters, because I can very, very quickly crank it up to 9, 10, 11 counters, or plus or I should say power, and then draw a million cards. There's no containing a million cards, even with Isochron, Scepter, and Gauntlet of Power. So he does remand that, which powers up his Spellblade. But at least is the end of the Scepter shenanigans. Yeah, even though it pains me, absolutely pains me to let him have Gauntlet of Power with that many islands in play, he does only have 5 cards in hand. And short of something disastrous like Cyclonic Rift, which of course would be very disastrous, short of something like that, I figure I'm still okay. I'm not terribly confident, mind you, but feeling a little bit better. I'm just going to hang out still. I get a really, really good set of cards here. There's the Primordial. And God, he just says go there to click me. Bizarre. I wonder what the rest of his hand is. There's the Primordial gone. That's okay. I got backup. In the form of Steel Hellkite. It's definitely another reason why to run Steel Hellkite in Omnath. Not only is it pretty solid and a good outlet for lots of mana, and you can do crazy things with their board. I've actually yet to hit somebody with Steel Hellkite, oddly enough. But it has a lot of potential. And it's a flyer, which can actually matter a lot. So just now it's time to start some beats here. I'm really wondering, kind of puzzled by what exactly is in his hand. This is kind of a good combo too. You can just pump its power to the moon. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I mean, I could draw 12, 13 cards off of Steel Hellkite. So here's 10 mana cast, and he steals the Hellkite. This kind of blows. He casts Kira, Great Glass Spinner. Did he not attack with Vendalion Click into this thing? Wow. I don't recall if I had my bird tapped or not. That was a terrible play. Why would he let me do that? Because now I'm just going to draw a million. Draw 11. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe he didn't attack there. I must have had the bird untapped, but obviously I would have chumped. Now I've got all sorts of awesomeness here. And I just cast Mindslaver because I floated all that mana off Omnath. And he knows it's over. Yeah, I can't believe that he didn't attack with Click into my guy. Did I even have a way of untapping it? I did not. Wow, I almost want to go back and look. Anyway, pretty cool quick game. Omnath dealing with Isochron Scepter and Thada after being really, really short of mana at the beginning of the game. I feel like my opponent made a horrible misplay, though, which in retrospect I was able to see in the replay. But more games to come. See you later.